Hi, beautiful Pisces. Welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and today we're going to talk about your block. Yep, we are. We got the Solitude card, and with it we had the Co-Create card. When I look at this card, I feel Pisces as a 9. This is like the Hermit. It's not like, it is the Hermit card. We have spent a lot of times going deep within ourselves. I feel as Pisces, it's just part of our personality that we're born with. There's a lot of situations that require us to go in solitude and figure things out on our own. I feel that the block here is that solitude may hinder us in some ways to go back out in the world and re-engage, if that makes any sense. This image makes me feel as like you've built a really beautiful chess piece or a tower behind you, whichever. It's something that creates a lot of stability. And you've written a lot. Look at this, is your book of knowledge. It's wonderful. But you need to share it with others so that they can get the most out of your beautiful research and your beautiful insight, Pisces. So the block here is maybe how to reintegrate yourself into a world that has not always fit or matched who you are. I feel that very deeply. And I know the Hermit's about insight, but it is in the block position right now. The blue of the dress, blue communication, blue skyline, pink, the yellow of the power behind the chess piece in the tower with the oranges and the red. All the work, the stability of the mountains in the background. There's a lot here. You have so much to share. So much to share. Do I dare say it? Yeah, I'm going to say it. We sometimes use the Hermit to hide. Because it's easier than to deal with people who some you feel you're just not getting through. Some you feel just don't care. Some you feel will judge you incorrectly. Yeah. This is what I feel. This is what I feel inside. Yeah. Look at the resilience card underneath. Look at that burden. What if they don't want to hear what you have to say? You have so much wisdom. You have so much wisdom to share. Again with the book. Okay, look at you. Look at you with the moon. You have so much wisdom to share with the world, Pisces. You need to get past this, okay? Again, it's the what if. What if they don't want to hear? I've had this experience before. I talk and people don't listen. They're not on the same page. You know, I'm going to tell you something, Pisces. Don't stop being you. Keep talking. Keep talking. Okay? I'm going to tell you right now, keep talking. Don't deny who you are. Embrace who you are. And if anything, add more of who you are to who you are. You have something to say. You have wisdom of the moon. The light is shining on you. I'm going to look at the book here. This is the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Beautiful card. I don't think I've ever gotten it for any of your readings, Pisces. So I'm going to share with you. Wisdom is more than knowledge. There's something you're seeing, you aren't seeing, and you need to research. Okay, so now it's saying that the hermit mode is to reintegrate yourself with the world. This is the funniest part. You go within to bring yourself out, to give yourself a coming out party. Okay, it's it's the most of odds kind of message you can get. Go within to go out. It's okay. You make wise decisions from the experience and the wisdom that you've accumulated. Okay? Our body does a lot of things without much wisdom to it. It keeps us alive. Okay? And you don't have to do much, like breathing. Like most of us who can move around with our body. The signal goes to our brain, to our hand, makes it move. These things we don't really need to think about. Our intuition should be used in such a way. We receive answers without much consciously thinking, especially if you're Pisces. We kind of have it. Somebody told me about somebody's condition just recently. It was a health condition for a younger person, and I told him I already knew. I knew like a year ago or 2 years ago that this person was suffering from this. These are things that we just simply know. They just kind of come in, right? It's that feeling or hunch information. We have that. We have that in spades, okay? By empath, by feeling people's energies, by looking at them, we just kind of have that. It's a spark of the divine that's a gift within us. Embrace that. Okay? And it's a very old kind of wisdom. And it sits in a very old part of our brains. Or maybe even you'd say our cellular makeup. Okay? We also gather knowledge. We learn. We discern. We like to figure out whether it's good by how others respond. And we almost always certainly feel something when we cut corners and things don't go well. We know that wasn't wise, right? The other part of being wise and acquiring knowledge is by putting yourself out there and meeting other wise and knowledgeable people. The thing with this Pisces is, as I said, sometimes we're so inside, we're even with all of our gifts and all of our just instinctive intuition and everything that we've put out there and actually went out to learn physically in this world so that we could add to that wisdom, we still doubt who we are or how to put ourselves out there. We still think that we need acceptance. And the part of that is, Pisces, is you do not. You don't need acceptance from anybody. Okay? I want you to write in the comment section, I am wise and I have many gifts. I am wise and I have many gifts. Okay, what's important right here for you, and it's written nourishment, is is for you to nourish your, the 7 is the assessment, the learning card, okay? It's the research phase of everything. It's feedback, editing, perseverance, trial and error. It's frustration, it's growing, it's all of that. But you need to take care of yourself here. You need to nourish your soul. It is the only way to really shut down the ego. It's the way to shut down the ego, to nourish the soul. To know that you are this wild, beautiful, old soul, knows things at cellular level, don't need, I don't know, don't need to go, don't need acceptance from others. You can just be who you are. That's the whole point. When you believe you have something to contribute to others, others will also believe that you have something to contribute to them, or with them. I would say even just with them. Yeah, with them. This might also be just be careful what you're putting in your body. Some of us tend to, I think because we're empaths, we probably emotionally eat our feelings. I know I do. Oh yes, Jane does. Yes, yes. Still work on that even today. But you know what? I'm starting to realize that sometimes, now, especially since I've started doing this work, I reach for food less as an emotional thing. I will actually sit and say, I am not hungry. I need to feel whatever I'm feeling, and I can't just soothe it with food, like or drink or anything. I just can't do it. I get that I'm not hungry. So I think that's a big part of healing. Somebody told me that they went to a Reiki healing, and they were told that that relationship would also diminish as soon as they released things from their body, like, you know, shame and self-deprecation and all of that stuff. As soon as they release that energy from their body, they would start healing themselves and using food as nourishment and joy and happiness, rather than just trying to soothe, you know, just trying to fix something. So if you've had that problem, yeah, all of this healing will help you. Everything that you do on this journey will help also your body, your mind, and your soul. They're all connected, okay? All right, so let's see here. Let's get some tarot cards, Pisces. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, I love the aces. The aces means that you are, you know, it's the opportunity for real concrete growth in something. You're planting. You're planting of seed. And you're starting to get excited about something new. Plant the seed here. Okay? Reach out. Reach out and let people know who you are. Let them see you. You have nothing. You have nothing to hide from. Nothing to be ashamed of. You are beautiful just the way you are. You have so much to contribute. You have a great heart. A fantastic mind. You came here for a reason. You planted yourself here for a reason at this time. To be this fantastic being, the 12th sign of the zodiac, with all of this wisdom, all of a little bit of all the other signs, with a beautiful open heart. Don't hide it. Don't hide away. Don't stay in the solitude hermit mode, okay? Show the world what you've learned. Share the wisdom that you have. Look, Look at all the work I've done, and this is what this brought me. It's brought me victory. Look how happy this. Look how it's almost like, look at me. I am so great. This is what I want for you, Pisces. I want you to have that knowing look. Okay? Look at that. You should be celebrating. You're one smart cookie. You learn a lot. You absorb a lot. You're doing so much progress. And you will get validation. And I beg you, Pisces, don't pay attention to the naysayers. And I know it's easier said than done. Because even when people come here and they say, you don't know anything, those are the things that like to stick to you. But that's not the things that should. I have to say they don't very much anymore. I have somebody who goes through the comments. I only get to see the most beautiful ones. And that's a good thing. That's a wonderful thing. And I don't want to shut down comments. I know others do. I want to see your comments. I do. And it's not I shut down every critical comment. I just shut down nasty ones, you know. You should feel good about yourself. And what I meant is if there's like 300 people who say to you, I think what you're doing is fantastic, and wow, that's remarkable, and yes, tell me more. Don't get stuck on that one person who says, well, I don't like anything you're doing. That person has their own road. Just let them walk away. Let them walk away and shake it off. Like Taylor Swift says, shake it off, shake it off, shake it off. You know, like the dog who comes out of the wet and shakes that water right off and he's dry in an instant. There you go. Shake that off. Shake it off. You deserve to glow in success and happiness and harmony. You don't need to care. Don't let one entity, one human who may not even be awakened to anything in their lives, maybe they just hate everybody and everything, make you run back to that hermit cave. Okay? No need. Don't stop other people. Right, the Page of Swords. Don't let other people lose out the wonderful wisdom and guidance that you can give them because of one bad apple. Okay? The guide is the Hierophant. The Page of Swords is that voice inside of your head that goes, see, there's that one person out of 300 that, you know, really knows that you don't know anything. And for a second you go, don't I? But this guide, this Hierophant card for me is always like somebody who is of another generation maybe, okay? Or were raised by somebody of another generation who don't believe in spirituality. They believe that you walk around and you're like a stump and then you die and you rot and there's nothing else. Not even the rot is feeding anything. You just rot. It's just rot. There's nothing. You go back to nothing. You have nothing to give, and that's just that. Okay? But that's like people teaching people to veer away from the light, to not be open. And these people, well, they have their own faith, their own road. It has nothing to do with you. The one thing that had to do with you is they came in and threw doubt. And you're saying, well, why do I have to put up with this? Because you got to learn to deal with it on this road. You can't let these people scare you away. That's the lesson. When I say there's something that happens to so that you can learn and go with the wisdom, this is the wisdom. Don't run away. Okay? Don't go back into the hermit and start looking at things that you've already learned. To check that maybe they were right, that you didn't know anything. You know something. And you know well enough, and you're open enough to listen to everybody's point of view. This is why, as Pisces, we grab from everybody's ideologies and make something brand new of it, because we're open to everything. We don't just stay stuck in one thing. We adapt, we juggle, we do everything. But that is also the reason why we question ourselves so much. Well, maybe I am wrong, because I've juggled all of that. And well, maybe I should juggle whether I'm wrong or not. But know the point when it's time to say, no, I know what I'm doing. And I'm sorry you don't feel that way. But I got to walk away now, because I'm in a happy bubble, and I've got all these 300 people with me in this happy bubble, and this enlightened, knowledgeable bubble. And, you know, you're killing the mood here, bud. Okay? So, Queen of Pentacles, nurturing. Again, nourishment with nurturing. Two of Wands. Look higher. Look above. Contemplate and think innovatively. Don't get stuck in old ways of thinking. Don't get stuck and stagnant. Glimpse the bigger picture here. That's the point of this this wet blanket coming in to ruin your vibe. Okay? This is part of your journey. Are you going to pass the test, Pisces? Are you going to be able to shake it off? Are you just going to keep going? You know that's when the lesson is learned. You know that's when you can start moving faster. Okay? This one may be a hard one to... The Knight of Pentacles underneath is telling me that this might be one that you have been dealing with for a very long time. That you can go in hiding and think beautiful thoughts and great things that you're going to do. And as soon as you put yourself out there and somebody says something, you go back to that point A. This time is the time to not go back to that point A. Trust yourself. Believe in yourself. Don't let anybody make you think that you're less than who you are. And if they do, it's time to let them know that they can't do that to you. And it's time to let yourself know that nobody can do that to you either. Okay? This has to do with self-confidence again. But it's going to serve you well. Now, I'm not saying to be closed off to some people, but some people you're going to need to shut them down. Because their entire point or goal, and you'll know. You'll let them in and you'll say, okay, well, I'll take your point of view. And then they'll just try to keep beating you down because you left them a crack. It's a time to slam that door in their face at that point. And it's not getting into an argument. It's not putting up your fist. It's slamming the door and walking away. And letting it go. And yes, it might take you a bit to shake it off. But you're going to realize, you're going to recognize these people before they come to you. You're going to know how to avoid them, okay? It's all wisdom to figure out what's going on so that you can walk and talk and walk tall and talk loud. All right. I'm going to take the Moonology, the Manifestation. Oh, I like this. I've been taking a lot of moon cards out today. I feel like moon is a lot about introspection. So we have something in common with the Hermit card. Oof. The force is strong today, Pisces. I'm getting dizzy. Oh. Take inspired action.